First Peter 3:13. And who is he that will harm you, if ye be followers of that which is good? Call Halal Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai Ba'ashem Rakor Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone that rule well. Salutations to the hopeful elect pushing this word in sincerity and truth on the four corners of the earth. All right, I'm just back with another quick lesson, all right, about being, fearless in this thing, man. All right, when I say fearless, I mean of Esau, all right, in his ways, all right, because the Lord has promised us, protection, and can't nobody protect you like Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. The Lord already said that, he's not going to let Esau get the best of us, man. Now you do have some brothers that will be martyrs, all right, but their reward is going to be, great. All right, don't get, scared of Esau's, devices, because that's like a 2/3 spirit. That's why they so scared of the so-called white man. Like the scriptures say, they worship the creature more than the creator. They scared of the so-called white man, Esau, man, because of what his track record of what he does to people, that doesn't do what he wants them to do, right? That's how Esau keeps a grasp, on 2/3 of the nation of Israel. Whereas the hopeful elect, we know you can't touch us if the Most High don't want you to. And it's men that the Most High just don't want you to touch, man. The hopeful elect. Once again, some brothers will be martyrs. It's prophesied, all right? But everybody's not going to be a martyr. So it's certain men that you ain't going to touch a hair on their head. Esau might have somebody on the FBI might have somebody on the board right now. They're like, can't wait, we gonna get him. You ain't gonna touch him. That said individual, that said brother, because the Most High is going to protect us, man. And that's how you gotta feel, not only coming up in that time, or not only when you're in that time, but now you gotta have confidence in the Lord that He gonna protect you from everything, not just physical harm, but anything. If you serving Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, all right, you shouldn't have no fear other than the fear of the Lord. I'm gonna read that again. It says, 1 Peter 3:13, and who is he that will harm you, if ye be followers of that which is good? All right, so if you in the spirit, all right, the Most High not gonna let nobody harm you, man. If you doing good works, Most High is not gonna let nothing happen to you. And that's how you gotta feel in this thing, that you protected, It says, but and if ye suffer for righteousness' sake, happy are ye. And be not afraid of their terror, neither be troubled. All right, that's a commandment. Be not afraid of their terror, neither be troubled, man. We not even thinking about Esau. We want this thing to happen, man. All right, for Esau to finally come and wage war, on the hopeful elect. We want it to happen, man. Because it's prophesied that you're going to lose. Out of all the prophecies that then came to pass, Esau think the prophecy where he loses in the end, that's the only one that's not going to happen. You're going to lose. And we're going to be protected. Lord willing, we be the elect. So it's nothing to be afraid of. Even though Esau is the master of weaponry, in the world, bombs, all kind of crazy guns, new weapons that we probably can't even imagine he gonna try to pull out, man, that time. All right, new ways of torture. Esau is a sick individual, man. But we are not to be, fearful of that terror, all right, that's going to come. All right. Because we know where we gonna be protected, Lord willing. Most High is gonna protect us. It's Isaiah 54:17. No weapon that is formed against thee shall prosper, and every tongue that shall rise against thee in judgment, thou shalt condemn. This is the heritage of the servants of the Lord, and their righteousness is of me, saith the Lord, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. All right, no weapon that is formed against you shall prosper. All right, meaning is, it's men amongst the elect. You're not gonna be able to touch them. The brother may just be elusive in the spirit. You can't catch up with him. You see him, then he gone, or the Most High to get that brother spiritual power to wreck everything in his path. The Most High got his sanction where you're not gonna get touched. You're not gonna get touched, man. And that's the confidence you gotta have. Don't let your flesh take over. Like, oh shit, here come the devil. Well, you know he coming. You know what it is. Esau itching, to try to come get us, man. But this, the spirit of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua is gonna protect us. Because the Lord ain't a man where he shall lie. So if he say he gonna protect you, he gonna protect you. And every tongue that shall rise against thee in judgment, thou shalt condemn. That's why can't nobody really get with us on the scriptures. Because the funny thing about it is, everybody tries to correct us with the scriptures, but they don't pull out no scriptures. Ain't that a bitch, You just say the worldly stuff like, well, God is love, or you cussing with the Bible, or, whatever they say, man, So that's why, every tongue that come against us in judgment, we condemn. Why? Because they don't really have the knowledge of the scriptures anyway, All right? So it says, this is the heritage of the servants of the Lord, meaning the Lord protecting you is a heritage, man. All right? The knowledge of the scriptures, the protections of the Lord, the secrets, all right? Scripture says, surely the Lord will do nothing but reveal the secrets unto his prophets, man. Understanding the prophecies, understanding that, the time we in, the protection of the Lord. That's our heritage. Us being the hopeful elect. The true men of the Lord. That's our heritage, man. It's to be, the untouchables, if you will, through the spirit. It ain't of us, That's why I say, hey, their righteousness is of me. So that's the confidence you gotta have in Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, and he ain't gonna let nothing happen to you. All right. It says, it's Isaiah 59:19. So shall they fear the name of the Lord from the west, and his glory from the rising of the sun. When the enemy shall come in like a flood, the spirit of the Lord shall lift up a standard against him. That standard is what? That protection. Whatever it may be, But it's protection. That's the standard that the Lord is going to lift up. Esau is not going to be able to touch us, man. All right. And the flood being used, as a metaphor, is just think of the flood with Noah. All right. When the flood came, Noah was safe. Everybody else was fucked up, Excuse my language, but everybody else, got swept away in the flood. All right. But Noah was safe. Noah represented the elect. Nothing touched him. He got out of there unscathed. And that's the same way we feel like we're going to be in that day. All right. We're going to escape this. Lord willing, we'll be the elect. Most High is going to protect us until he comes and ultimately saves us. Lord willing. All right. This 2 Timothy 1:7. 2 Timothy 1:7. For the Most High have not given us the spirit of fear, but of power and of love and of a sound mind. We don't have the spirit of fear. So if you fearful, you're not in the spirit. And this thing happening, man. Because it has to happen, man. No matter what happens, we're going to win in the end. Even the mind state of, a brother, some brothers may happen to be martyrs. You still gonna win. Esau gonna do something to you for a minute. You know what I'm saying? You still gonna win. Gonna come back in the kingdom of heaven and get your crown, man. We can't lose if we stay in the spirit and strive for the truth unto death. We can't lose. It's already set up for us to win. It's already set up. So you got to believe in the Most High and be fearless, all right, as it pertains to your enemies. You know what I mean? Most High told us don't fear them, to just fear Him. You know what I'm saying? So once again, that's the mind state you should be in. You shouldn't be scared of goddamn Esau. You know? Proverbs 3:25. It says, "Be not afraid of sudden fear, neither of the desolation of the wicked when it cometh." Be not afraid of sudden fear, because we still in this flesh. So something might happen and he might, shake you a little bit, but you gotta always be able to snap back too. All right? Because your flesh don't want to feel pain. Your flesh don't want to be hungry. Your flesh don't, your flesh just wants to please itself, really, But through the spirit, we gonna be fearless, man. All right? So even if something rattle you a little bit, you gotta be able to snap too. And know, oh shit, you know what I mean? Just like a soldier that's on the battlefield, you may see one of your comrades, he step on a landmine, boom, he blow up. That might shake you a little bit, like goddamn, but shit like it, but it shake you a little bit, but you still gotta fight the war, you know what I mean? So the soldier in that situation has to gather himself and continue to fight, and that's what we gotta do. Even if something rattle you, you gotta gather yourself and continue to fight. Because you gotta be built for this, man. That's even, was an order amongst Israel to send people who was fearful and faint-hearted home from war. All right, matter of fact, I think that's 21. That's not it. It's 20 and 8. Yeah, Deuteronomy 20:8. And the officers shall speak further unto the people, and they shall say, what man is there that is fearful and faint-hearted? Let him go and return unto his house, lest his brethren's heart faint as well as his heart. All right. Now this is talking about when Israel was getting ready to go to war with another nation. All right. If a man was fearful or faint-hearted amongst his brethren, they had to send him home, because that, what am I trying to say? That can affect another brother, for lack of a better term. That's why it says, lest his brethren's heart faint as well as his heart. Because if everybody around you scared, you're gonna be scared, right? You know what I mean? So that one, a little leaven at the whole lump. That one fearful heart has to, be sent home. That one fearful heart can't go to battle, because it can affect everybody. All right, so this ain't for the fearful. You know what I'm saying? If you scared of Esau, you in the wrong place. Just be scared of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. All right. So I hope that video was edifying. With that, I'm gonna say Shalom.